use these machines here at home. It's great to see American machines.
Quality control, EM20.
Wow. Time to wake him up.
This Tin Man.
2028 marks a turning point. OmniCorp drones now carry wider range sensors. They monitor streets and relay data to command centers. Threat scans take a fraction of a second and drive split-second decisions. TV host Novak wants these robots to replace police officers in American cities too, but people are afraid of machines, and the government rejects law enforcement that cannot feel anything. To prove his point, Novak invites a military leader onto his show to explain the details of every operation. He also sends a reporter to the Middle East to broadcast the robots' work live. The reporter walks around town filming how the robots never harm anyone who isn't a threat. He calls it a victory for safety procedures. However, the locals are clearly unhappy that their home is being taken over by machines. A group of rebels sneaks in with heavy weapons and attacks the robots. A fierce battle erupts in the streets. Buildings explode as ground robots and aerial drones fire at anyone they identify as an attacker. Many rebels jump from rooftops to bring robots down. As the area falls into chaos, a robot finds a terrified young boy holding a knife. He is only trying to protect himself. But for the scanner, the knife means danger, and the robot immediately kills the boy. Novak refuses to change his opinion and tells his viewers that the robot did the right thing, simply keeping the city safe. Meanwhile, at the police station, Detective Alex meets his boss. She asks him to explain an incident his rude colleagues have accused him of. Alex tells her everything. The night before, he and his partner met criminals during an undercover operation. They tricked a dealer into revealing illegal weapons and arrested him on the spot. But when Alex checked the evidence room later, the weapons they had seized were missing and there was no paperwork. This means a dirty cop must have taken them. After that, Alex and his partner went undercover again and met the gang leader at a restaurant, but things were interrupted when the leader received a call warning him that Alex was a cop. The leader left immediately and sent his men to kill them. A shootout broke out across the building. The two officers shot back, but they were clearly outnumbered. When they saw an opening, they tried to escape through a back alley. Alex made it outside without trouble, but his partner was shot. After hearing the story, Alex's boss scolds him for going out without backup and says she will handle the search for the dirty officer. Meanwhile, in Washington, D.C., OmniCorp CEO Sellars tries to convince the government that robot police are a good idea, but the senators reject the proposal again. At OmniCorp headquarters, Sellars meets his team to discuss how they can make the public accept robots in the streets. Since the senators constantly point out that robots cannot feel, Sellars concludes that they need to combine a human with a machine. At a special clinic, Dr. Norton helps his newest patient adapt to his new hands. Norton specializes in robotic prosthetics that respond to emotion, so the patient must learn to focus on his mechanical hands to play the guitar. The session is interrupted when Sellars arrives. He speaks to Norton in private and convinces him to design a human-machine hybrid. Norton then meets with Sellars' team, but every retired officer's injuries are either too old or emotionally traumatic for them to return to duty. They need a more recent case. Elsewhere in the city, Alex's rude coworkers are revealed to be dirty cops. They warn the gang leader that the department is after him, and to stop the investigation, they must deal with Alex. While Alex visits his partner in the hospital, a criminal plants a bomb under Alex's car. That afternoon, Alex goes home and spends time with his son David and his wife Clara. When they are about to be intimate, the car alarm goes off. Alex goes outside to check, and as he approaches the vehicle, it explodes, leaving him badly injured. When OmniCorp hears about this, they invite Clara to their office and offer to give Alex a new mechanical body so he can stay alive. Clara hesitates, but they describe Alex's injuries in disturbing detail and warn her that if she doesn't decide immediately, Alex will die. With no other choice, she agrees. 3 months later, Alex appears happy dancing with Clara at a house party, but the image slowly fades. The scientists reveal Alex's new body. 90% of it is mechanical, but his brain is still human, and he begins reliving his memories. When they wake him, Alex is confused and angry. Norton reminds him what happened and guides him through his first steps. When Alex hears the word amputation, he panics and demands the suit be removed. As Norton tries to calm him, Alex pushes him away and escapes the building, knocking people aside. He runs at incredible speed and leaps over the perimeter wall. Norton then shuts him down remotely. Alex wakes up again in the lab, where Norton removes parts of the robotic body to show that only a small amount of organic tissue remains. There is no escape. Norton explains this was the only way to save him. Alex says death would be better and asks to be disconnected. Norton changes his mind by telling Alex that Clara approved the procedure and that his family is waiting. He allows Alex to call Clara, though only his face is shown. She tells him he still looks handsome and can't wait to see him. Alex agrees to cooperate and stays overnight for maintenance. The next day, Alex trains with Rick, the military officer in charge of OmniCorp's robotic forces. Rick believes robots are already perfect and that adding a human is inefficient, but he still equips Alex with weapons stored in compartments in his legs. Alex and a robot are placed in a simulation to stop criminals and save civilians. As the test continues, Rick's prediction proves correct. Alex is slower because robots act instantly, while Alex needs time to feel and react. That night, Alex secretly uses a computer to continue investigating the gang leader. The next day, Sellars is disappointed with the results and orders Norton to fix the problem. He also demands a more advanced tactical suit so Alex will look better on screen for marketing. At the lab, the doctor opens Alex's head and modifies his brain so that he thinks he still has free will, while the machine will actually be the one making decisions. Alex also gets a new look. Now his armor is black and sleek. After that, Alex is taken to an abandoned building for a new test. This time he must face Rick and a robot army alone. With visor vision and exceptional reflexes, Alex quickly evaluates the situation and acts, shooting every robot without hesitation. He also finds cover fast when fired upon, so he never gets hurt. One by one, the robots fall and finally only Rick is left. Alex shoots Rick's exoskeleton to win. His reaction time is perfect, and Alex never suspects that the machine is controlling his actions. The experiment is considered a success. Some time later, Norton brings Alex home to meet his family. Alex is nervous and needs a moment to compose himself, but as soon as Clara sees him, she hugs him. David is a bit scared, but after Alex lets him touch the mechanical parts, David is happy to see him and says he recorded some games for them to watch together. Unfortunately, Alex cannot stay because he must return to the lab for overnight maintenance. Back at the base, Alex meets his recovered partner. He promises to catch the people responsible for hurting him. A few days later, Sellars prepares to introduce Alex to the public at a major event. Norton begins transferring all criminal files since 2011. Alex also gains access to every security camera in the city. It is too much information for a human brain. When Alex sees the footage of his car exploding, he has a seizure and collapses. Norton disagrees with holding a press conference today. However, the OmniCorp team forces him to fix the problem. With no other choice, Norton orders everyone to leave except his assistant. He then suppresses Alex's emotions until Alex behaves like a cold robot. This allows them to finish downloading the entire database without any obstacles. On the way to the presentation, Alex focuses on his duty and ignores his wife and friends. He only sees faces as criminals or civilians, not as loved ones. On stage, his scanner begins identifying every face in the crowd until it finds a criminal standing 2 steps from the police. Alex immediately leaps into the audience and catches the criminal within seconds without hurting anyone. People begin to admire him. On television, Novak uses this event to prove robots are superior. The police stood right next to that criminal without noticing anything. Clara, however, is furious because she and David are not allowed to speak to Alex. Alex is not given a normal life at all. Norton tells her not to worry because this is only a side effect of the medication and Alex will recover. The next day, Alex returns to duty at the police station and announces he will catch 13 criminals that day. He ignores his friends' concerns. He takes a motorcycle and finds a group of dealers thanks to access to the database and cameras. Most of them run away, but Alex manages to catch one and threatens him until he reveals the location of their base. Soon after, Alex arrives at an illegal drug lab. He enters while still on his motorcycle. He shoots every criminal inside without being affected by regular bullets. When they try to attack him from behind, Alex's scanner detects them and he brings them down easily. The people at OmniCorp are pleased with the results. Sellars gives Rick full access to monitor Alex. Days pass. Alex becomes the city's hero. He stops crimes on every corner. Novak takes advantage of the situation and invites Sellars onto his show to explain to a senator that the public is slowly changing its mind. When the senator tries to protest, he is immediately cut off. Meanwhile, the corrupt cops meet with the gang leader to plan how to deal with Alex, who is making their illegal work harder. Sometime later, Clara runs through traffic to reach Alex and asks him to show emotion. She wants him to do something for their family because their son has nightmares and needs his father. At first, Alex seems unaffected. But as he drives away, he approaches the issue like the robotic officer he is. He searches security footage and discovers that David witnessed the car explosion. It traumatized him. This discovery strikes his humanity deeply. His brain slowly reverses Norton's process that suppressed his emotions. He is angry that his family has suffered because of him and he intends to fix it. People in the lab notice this change through Alex's tracker and want to shut him down. But Norton wants to see what happens since Alex is still solving a case, even if it is his own. Alex returns home. Using camera data, he reconstructs the attack and sees his wife and son at the moment he exploded. With the clues he has, he searches for a man who worked with the gang leader. He drags the man out of his car through the window and breaks his hand. Alex steps on the hand to increase the pain. The criminal gives him the phone number of the gang leader's driver. After tracking the signal of the last call, Alex finds the gang's base. As Alex heads there, the police station learns that Alex is investigating his own case. The gang leader is soon informed that Alex is coming. When Alex arrives at the base, the criminals are ready for him in the dark with night vision goggles and heavy weapons. Alex breaks in on his motorcycle and activates night vision. A gunfight begins. No matter how many criminals there are or how many bullets strike him, Alex walks through the base shooting anyone in his path until no one remains alive. However, he is damaged this time. Alex then restores the power and collects fingerprints from the weapons. The evidence finally reveals which officers are corrupt. Alex rushes to the police station to interrogate them and plays the incriminating footage on every computer. A corrupt officer attacks Alex. Alex shoots him in self-defense. The second man panics and admits their boss planned everything. Alex shoots him too. He confronts the boss and tries to force a confession. Rick shuts Alex down. Rick calls Sellars and says they can use this. Soon after, Novak broadcasts the incident, claiming machines are superior because they cannot be bribed. The next day, the government votes to put robots on local police forces. The broadcast cuts off when Clara appears. She tells the public she cannot see her husband and OmniCorp will not respond. Clara's message unsettles Sellars. She could restore Alex's humanity and break their control. If Alex is retired, the project will look like a failure. They decide to kill him and call it a heroic death. Sellars orders Norton to do it. Norton refuses. Sellars bribes him with research funding. Norton accepts, but asks for payment for Alex's family. Sellars orders Rick to prepare the robots. When the law passes, Sellars meets Clara and David and makes them believe Alex is dead. At the lab, soldiers demand access to Alex. Norton escapes gunfire and reaches him first. He triggers a false reading that convinces Sellars Alex is dead, but Alex wakes up. Norton removed his transmitter, so no one can shut him down again. Alex shoots the two soldiers. Norton reveals the assassination plan. Alex chooses to kill Sellars and ignores Norton. Riding through the streets, he is spotted by Rick, who warns Sellars. Sellars prepares to announce Alex's death on live TV. Guards rush Sellars, Clara, and David to the roof to wait for a helicopter. Norton heads to the police station to find Alex's closest friend. Meanwhile, Alex reaches OmniCorp headquarters, guarded by Rick's robots and officers. He drops one officer in a second, forcing the rest to surrender. He enters the building on his motorcycle and starts a gunfight with the robots. Their weapons are stronger. Heavy bullets hit him. When he jumps on a robot, it throws him off and debris pins him. He frees himself, but his leg is wounded. The robots shoot him from behind. A police truck crashes into the building. Alex's friend appears. The robots stop firing because the system recognizes him as safe. Alex escapes through a hallway. Deeper inside, Alex finds Rick and tries to shoot him. The system marks Rick as safe, so he cannot fire. Rick aims to kill him. Alex's friend arrives and shoots Rick first. Rick shoots him back. The wound is not fatal, and they wait for help. Alex heads to the roof. The helicopter sees him and flees. Sellars thinks Alex cannot harm him because he is marked as safe. Sellars threatens Clara and David. Alex breaks free of his programming. They shoot each other and Sellars dies. Alex survives. His family reaches him. Later, Norton gives him a new prototype body and confirms he can stay with his family. On TV, the government bans robots from the streets. Norton agrees to testify. Novak rages at the camera, and with that the story ends here. The RoboCop movie shows that humanity, empathy, and moral choice are more important than pure efficiency or technological power. It warns that when corporations value profit and control over human life, justice can become cold and dangerous. Ultimately, the film teaches that love, conscience, and personal identity are what truly define a hero, not machines or programming.